Well, a good Thursday evening, everyone. Overall, it wasn't a bad day, but it looks like we're ending it for some people on a wet note. We have some storms that are tracking across the northern portion of our area. They are just skimming Nicholas County, just north of Summersville, over into parts of the Greenbrier Valley and through Pocahontas County. Right now, they're not severe. They were a little bit before, but they've weakened a bit. Just some heavy rain, maybe some thunder and lightning for those areas. Flash flood warning was in effect for parts of Nicholas County up towards Birch River. Now, this is not associated with Tropical Storm Laura, which is still a tropical storm down there, and that is going to make its way towards us, not as a tropical storm, but with some tropical moisture. You can see there's Laura right now with winds gusting up to 65 miles per hour over southern Arkansas. It's going to make its way, weaken into a low pressure system as it heads toward a tropical depression, then a low pressure system, as it heads towards West Virginia. It won't be much of anything as it heads towards us, just some really heavy rain, which is why we have to watch for some flash flooding. And then it actually strengthens again as it heads off the northeast coast. So we're not looking at it, seeing it all that bad. Maybe some gusty winds, but mostly that heavy rain, that's what we have to watch out for. But before we get there, Friday is looking all right. Mostly dry as we head into your Friday. And then going into the day on Friday, scattered storms for some people, but not everyone gets wet. Southern areas stay a bit drier than up to our northern areas. And then Saturday, that's where we start to see more of the heavy rain. So this is in the morning hours, and then through the afternoon, that's when the late morning, early afternoon, that's when we get the heavy rain. Those yellows and oranges signaling some pretty heavy rain in a short period of time. And with our saturated soils, that's not going to be good for those flood-prone areas. Severe weather is a threat tomorrow, but as we go into Saturday, it drops. For our eastern areas, maybe as it heads up those higher slopes, we may see some gusty winds, but most people, again, just seeing that heavy rain, which is why we have a flood threat not only for tomorrow for the northern areas, but for the entire area. We have a slight threat of flooding for much of the area, which is our second level of flood threat. And then as we go over the next 2 weeks, not just because of Laura, but a lot of the systems that we're seeing track through over our area are bringing us a lot of rain, and that's why we have an above average chance of rain as we head over the next 2 weeks. And going through the weekend, we do dry out as we head into Sunday, and that's when we start to see a taste of fall. Open up those windows Sunday night with lows in the 50s, but the humidity will return as we head into next week. So will the chance for some isolated storms as